This is Fab Abs 9. So you're going to see Margot and I both working with hand weights. Obviously, the heavier the weight, the harder you work. That's just your choice. So pick the weight that suits you best. And we're also going to be working with footballs as well. So obviously, anything we do with, you can do without. There's no requirement for the ball or the weight. It just adds intensity, adds a little bit of interest, gives us something to work against. And we just like to use them. So if you have them, use them. If not, just follow all the moves without the weights or the ball. It will work just as well almost. Okay, so we're going to lengthen up and we're going to pick up our footballs and take them down to the mat with us. So you could also use a cushion if you don't have a football. Elbows wide, tuck the chin, waistline is in and curl back all the way down to the mat. Once you're down, and squeeze the ball as you go. May as well work the arms a little bit there. Belly button to spine, pull it in tight. Once you're down, take a breath. Bring the feet in, football in between the knees and then give it a wee squeeze. So now you're going to well, we're going to pick up our hand weights because we have them, but you can do exactly the same thing without. You reach the arms right behind you, you look up at the ceiling, and then you just lift and lower. All right, so your eyes are on the ceiling the whole time, so your neck stays long there. And the hands, they stay behind you, okay? So you don't want to see them, because if you're coming up like that, they're actually going to help. So you want them behind so that they are a load, so they make your waistline work harder. If it's too much with hand weights at any point on any of the moves, put them down, okay? They're just an option. So looking at the ceiling, breathing nice and deep. Okay, squeezing on the football if you have it, and then we're just gonna work a little harder. So we're gonna come up, lift the head and shoulders and bring the hands all the way towards the ceiling, tuck the chin down. Then it's just a little pulse. All right, a little pulse forward, holding the weights up. Now, squeeze the football, belly button to spine. So you tuck the chin, you're looking towards your waistline. Now, if you need it, you put the weights down, okay? And you just have the hands. If you need a little support for your neck, quite often people do with this one, light touch behind the neck, elbow wide, don't let it creep in, keep it to the side, and the fingers are up towards the ceiling. All right, six pack. Deep abs working together. All right, so breathe nice and deep and just keep it going. All right, tightening and toning, flattening your waist straight the way down that six-pack muscle. We're almost ready to change. So the next move needs no weights and no football either. Okay, so we're just going to come back down to the mat, pop the weights down, football to the side, and then let the head come down onto the mat just for a moment while we get set up. So belly button to spine, feet hip width apart. You're going to bring one leg up, knee over hip, and then the other. And then you're going to lift up the head and shoulders. And the hands can just hover off the floor. You're just going to lengthen the right leg towards the floor and then back. And then the left. And then the right. If you need to work harder, both legs together. All right. What you need to check is your back position to make sure your back is not arching off the mat at any point here. So our feet are getting really close, almost like we're touching the floor. Okay, but maybe you just need to be there. Don't let the back lift up. That is your measure. Right? Waistline in the whole time, belly button to spine, shoulders relaxed, face is relaxed. Just reaching away, working your thighs, working your waistline. Almost there. All right, last one. Hug the knees in, take a breath. Okay, so here we're going to come up to sitting. Now we're going to need a single weight. So we are going to come onto our right side. We are in a modified side plank. So your elbow is under your shoulder, your waistline is in, all right? Optional weights. Lower leg, bend it. Lift up, take the hand to the ceiling with the weight. And then just take the hips a little higher. All right, breathe deeply. I think 30 seconds. 30 seconds here sounds like a good idea. All right, reach up to the ceiling. You can look up at that hand or that weight, whichever it happens to be. All right, the hips are going higher, you're halfway. A little higher again, a little higher, a little higher. Feel the waistline. So obliques, outer waistline. That's what's really getting the work right now. So tightening and toning, trimming down your middle, getting stronger. Oh, there we go. Come back down. Now from here, we're just going to bring ourselves up to sitting. So the right leg is bent, the left leg is straight. Now we're keeping our weights and our arms going to mirror what the leg does. So the leg is going to lift and it's a little pulse up and down. So the arm can do it too. Now balance if you can. Support yourself if you need to. Focus on the breathing. Just reaching. All right, so just keep it going. Lengthen up the spine a little more. Sit up a little taller. Head up towards the ceiling. Breathing nice and deep. Almost, almost. All right, so come back down, take a breath. All right, now come onto the forearm again and the foot is out in front of us. Okay, so I think weights to the side for this one. It's a little tougher. Lift the hips up, hand to the ceiling, and then lift the leg and lower it. And lift and lower. And breathe deeply at the same time. So lift and lower, waistline in. Foot a little higher. Take it up a little higher. 2 left. So you got just 2. All right, and then just come back down. Take a breath. Woohoo! Now, let's do it again. All right, other side. So we're back to the weights. So pick it up if you can. Now, we're going to come into the side plank position. So one leg is straight, one leg is bent, waistline is in. Pick up the hand weight, lift the hips, hands to the ceiling. Now a little flick up. 30 seconds. So you want to get those hips a little higher, and you're going to feel that just even a little bit higher makes a huge difference to how you feel your waistline here. All right, so just higher and then higher. So instead of like up and down, just try and go up and up and up and up. So each movement is just getting stronger and stronger. Almost there. A few more seconds. All right, take a breath. And then just come back down. And then changing position. So the back leg, straight line, front leg, 90 degrees, waistline in, hand weight optional, lift the leg, up and down, balance if you can. So you're reaching into the toes, the arm is doing exactly the same as the leg. So when you work the arm and the leg together, obviously more muscles are getting involved, so more calories are getting burnt. So it's more efficient, more effective. And the heavier the weight, the more effective. Up to you, waistline is in, focus on the breathing. Okay, just another 10. We are almost there. So, all right, come back down. Now, weight to the side, because this is our hard one. Foot out in front, foot in line with the waist, elbow under shoulder again, and then lift the hips, hands to the ceiling. Now the leg lifts and lowers, and lifts and lowers, and it goes higher maybe. Higher each time, try it. All right, waistline in. Ooh, there's 5 already. Keep going. 2 left, and up. 1 last time, take it up. Come back down, take a breath. Okay, now, bring yourself around. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit for the triceps here. We don't need weights because we're gonna use our body as the weight. Hands behind you, fingertips point towards your backside. Now, options. Hips can stay down, but really try not to, okay? Try and get at least some when you're lifted. Now you just bend the arms and push back up. You make that movement as big as you can, as controlled as you can. Waistline working. All right, tightening and toning all the way to the top of the arms. Your shoulders, keep going. Push the floor away. Every time, all right? Purpose, power, strength, sexy arms, working those triceps. Keep it going. You've got 3 and 2, last one. Come back down. All right, so just a little quick stretch there. Just release, take a breath. All right, other side. Just take a moment, take a breath, and then we're gonna go all the way back down to the mat. So, we're going to lengthen the legs in front, and then we are going to take a football because we have them. All right, so the waistline is in, belly button to spine. So we'll do a little work as we go down to the mat. Just why not? Elbows wide, tuck the chin. We don't want to waste a second, do we? Keep that middle in. All right, curling down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep the control. And then once you are down, you take a nice deep breath. You're going to walk the feet in. Okay, so if you have a football or a cushion, walk your feet in. Your feet are together, they're touching from toe to heel, and the football goes in between the knees. So you make a V shape with your legs here, and you squeeze. So inner thighs are going to get a ton of work. Belly button, spine, pull it in tight. You're going to lift the lower back off the mat just a couple of inches. Then up and down and up and down. And that's it. Or is it? No. Let's squeeze the football. Keep that movement going, but squeeze the hamstrings and squeeze the glutes, all right? So you're going to work all those muscles. Now, hands over shoulders and breathe. Belly button to spine, obviously, always. All right, pull it in tight, up and down, and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. All right, now hold it. So from here, take the hips just side to side, so the effort changes. All right, so it's all at the side. So hips are moving, waistline is in. Squeeze your football or cushion, all right? Squeeze it and squeeze it. When you squeeze it, obviously your thighs work, but your abs work deeper too, okay? So 2 reasons, keep squeezing. Belly button to spine, stay strong, all right? You want to support your back. You want to always be working your waistline anyway. All right, now back to center, up and down, and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. All right, so you are squeezing all the way through the back of the legs, through the seat muscle, pulling the waist in. All right, it's doing so many good things for you. You're stretching your lower back. All right, you're strengthening your pelvic floor muscles. You're flattening your stomach. You're lifting, tightening, toning the hamstrings and the glutes and your inner thighs. Okay, so it's one of our favorites. Keep it going. Last 10. All right, squeeze and squeeze. You're trying to burst the football or cushion. You got 3, 2, 1. Curl back down. Slowly, slowly. Football back to the side. And then take a nice deep breath. All right, hug the knees in. Come back up to sitting. Lengthen the legs. Lengthen the spine. There you go. Fab Abs 9 completed. Final stretch. Here we go. Down towards your legs. Hold it there. Just hold it. And if you can, you just go that little bit closer down towards your legs. Nice deep breath. Sinking down even closer maybe. And there you go.